Mr. Beak's math class. Mr. Beak's math class. Yeah! Woo!
All right, welcome everyone. Well, you see what the screen says. It says 1.2 quiz review. I'm no scientist. I'm no genius, but that must mean there's a quiz today. All right, so we better practice and get a couple questions under our books. All right. I made just a real quick slide. We'll just kind of talk through a few problems, just get you refreshed and everything. Okay. Here's the directions. Solve the equation. Show your work. Get it right. That's the goal. Okay. So if I have something like this, 6x plus 4 equals 32, that is the most basic two-step equation that you will see. Okay. Now, if you remember PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. We are not figuring out this question. We're actually solving it in reverse because we're figuring out the equation, which means addition subtraction will always come first. Okay. So looking at our equation, do you see any addition subtraction? I see that plus 4. Okay. So that means I need to do the inverse of that, which is minusing 4. Okay. When I do that, I'm going to get 6x equals, in this case, 28. Now I just ask myself, all right, what's the opposite? What's the inverse operation of 6x? 6 times x, which is divided by. Okay. And now we're going to get a final answer, 28/6. Who puts stuff like that on a quiz review? Right? We got to reduce this. If I take a 2 out, I'm going to get 14/3. Okay? Who does that? I don't even know. The nerve of some people. Okay? But let's talk about the next question. I'm trying to go fast here just so I can fit a bunch of problems in. If I ever am moving too fast or speaking too fast, feel free to just, pause it and slow down and rewind it and stuff like that. But all right, so taking a look at this one, if I draw my big thing, there's x's on the left-hand side, so that's how my equation should kind of funnel down. They should be x equals something, right? And so I think I see a couple like terms, and we always want to combine like terms if we have like terms. And so in this case, 2x minus 6x gives me negative 4x. Didn't touch that plus 9, didn't touch that 21. Those just follow down like normal, okay? Now we're doing that PEMDAS in reverse. We're doing the adding, subtracting. The inverse of the add 9 is subtract 9. So I get negative 4x equals, and that's going to be what, 12? Okay? And so, oh, thanks. He gave us a nice, easy number on this one. When we divide by negative 4, we're going to get negative 3, and we're going to be happy. Okay?
I think it's time for a hardcore breakdown.
I am the thrust right hand. Yeah, I am the thrust left hand.
Fraction. This looks a little weird because I didn't know quite how to type it in. So let me just redraw that real quick. It looks like this: 4/5 x. That's how you'll see it on like the test or anything like that. 4/5 x equals 1. Okay? If I want to have x on the left-hand side and keep it that way, it means I got to move everything over to the other way. So first thing we always do is we add or subtract. And this is going to be a plus 13, which is going to give me 4/5 x, didn't change that, equals 14. Okay? Now, when I have a 4/5 times an x, here's the easiest way, in my opinion, to do it. If you have a times, you got to divide. And so I'm going to divide by 4/5. That's super easy on this side, because it's just going to wipe out and give me 1x, which is what I wanted. I'm going to erase that 1, but that's exactly what we wanted. But when I divide by 4/5 here, well, it's just some calculator work, right? If you have like the ABC button or whatever on your calculator, or if you have like a fraction like n over d, somehow you have to figure out, or if you just have parentheses, right? If I'm on my cell phone, I'm probably, like most people, I'm just going to use my parentheses for every fraction one. Because like if I'm at the grocery store and, I don't have my calculator with me, but I do have a phone calculator. So how I would type this in would be 14 divided by. And since I want that 4/5 to be together, I would just throw it in parentheses, 4 divided by 5, parentheses, press equals, and you get whatever you get, okay? I'm just going to fast forward and punch it in on your calculator and see what you get. I'm going to say a number. All right, and last but not least, let's say we have a distributing problem, okay? Oh, there's one more. Let's do that one. This one looks more fun. It says negative a billion. That's a lot. All right, so if you see this, it means I have to distribute. You know, I have this little guy to get rid of those parentheses. I have to distribute it, right? Well, really, there's a 1 there that I'm going to distribute, okay? And it's not just any 1, it's a negative 1, okay? So that piece becomes negative 1x, if I want to write the 1. But a negative 1 times a negative 4 is going to give me a plus 4, okay? Didn't touch that 6x. Didn't touch that negative billion. If I was thinking about it, a billion, what is that? It has 9 zeros. I probably should have just written that out, but I was trying to save some space. Add a little humor, all right? But I want to get x all by itself. That's my final goal, okay? Is there anything you guys see that I can combine? Yes, I can combine those ones. Those are like terms. 6 minus 1 is 5. So 6x minus 5x is 5x plus 4 equals negative a bill. Okay? What would my next step be? It's always add or subtract first. So that means I always have to add or subtract first. I get 5x equals, oh man, I don't even know what that is. 1,999,996. 1,999,996. That's not even, is it 999? Man, I gotta learn how to do math. Is that 1? Is that what it is? I don't know. I think that's what it is. Give me some grace if it's not. Final step is divide by 5 and you get some number. Okay? So, hopefully that very loose mathematics lesson was a nice quiz review, because ultimately I want you guys to dominate on this quiz. I want you to get 100%. So, just like the original directions said, solve it, show your work, get it right. Thanks. Take care.
Mr. Beak's math class. Mr. Beak's math class. Yeah! Woo!